They've obviously this side put a very high fence to try and keep the noise down for these homes that are here. It doesn't work. The noise is unreal. Well, we're all moored up. Finally moored up in Lymm, right by Sooty's house. Matthew Corbett, the fellow that did Sooty and Sweep, used to live in that house there, and he was a boater, but he's moved now, sold his boat, and we're right by a pub here in Lymm. But we're going to go and have an explore in a bit, I think. A little bit of dinner first, get ourselves sorted. The rest of the clan have moored up over the other side. There wasn't quite room for me, but I like it here. Looks really nice. We'll go and have a look in a minute. Well, we're in the lovely little town of Lymm, and we've just had lunch in that pub there, the Golden Fleece. Very nice it was too. So we're just having a walk around and a bit of an explore. Well, from what I've seen, it's got everything here. There's Indian restaurants, fish and chip shops. Might have a look at that later. You can have your hair done. And there's supermarkets, everything. Really nice. Well, we're on our way back to the boats. Yeah, those stocks and that cross. It's claimed it's been a cross here in the town or the village since Roman times. But well impressed with Lymm. Got everything here, and I've also been to do a bit of shopping. Right, we're home. Had an absolutely terrific day here in Lymm. Noisy car, but I'm on my way to pick up an Indian for a couple of us. We're going to sit down, have a nice Indian meal from a cafe or restaurant, not a cafe, from a restaurant called Spice here in the town. It's a cold evening, but it's nice and warm on chugs.
We are early. Simple map.
Daily Whaley? Who's had a biscuit? Who had one of Dad's special biscuits? Did you have one of Dad's special biscuits? Was it nice? Did you have one too, Daily Whaley? You're like a spring. Will you stand still? Eh? Yes. Well, good morning. It's Wednesday, the 3rd of November. Nearly bonfire night here in the UK, which is the 5th. Well, yeah, bit of a different morning. We were going to be staying here, but it's such a beautiful day. We've decided to cruise an hour and a half to a place called Dunham. I think it's Dunham. I'm pretty sure it's Dunham. If it's wrong, it'll be down here. If there's nothing written there, it'll be right. It's Dunham. And we're on about going there for a fire, for new teeth. for a fire pit evening. We're going to get the fire pit out. We're going to have a few drinks and a nice sing-song, I hope, by the campfire. That's the plan. It looks beautiful out there. It's very cold, but hey, winter's around the corner. So I'm going to get Chugs ready. It's quite late. It's nearly 20 past 11 actually. And then we're going to be on our way. A lovely little cruise today in the sunshine, I hope. Lymm has been a beautiful mooring, and I'm hoping to come back here again, hopefully on the way back if we can arrange it. But it is a lovely place, couple of lovely pubs, the Bull, the Golden Fleece here, and of course Spice, where we had that beautiful meal last night, beautiful Indian. But there's all sorts of restaurants, everything. Yeah, if you were a landlubber, this would be the village to live. It's got everything and it's really, really nice. Yeah, I'd like to come back. Well, we're leaving the very beautiful and wonderful little village of Lymm. It's been a fantastic stay, but we have seen it. It was really nice. Had a lovely walk round. Went to see the dinosaur footprint. They've got a dinosaur footprint there in a little stand that you can have a look at. Unfortunately, we couldn't see a thing. Couldn't see through the glass to see it, but never mind. But it's a lovely place. It offers all sorts for all sorts of people. Just as you come out of Lymm, there's a good sized winding hole for you to turn around if you don't want to go the whole length. You can turn around there and head back. Lady, I've met a very special lady. Yes, early days, little steps and everything else, but very warm feeling. Yeah, let's just say I think I'm the happiest man on the waterways at the moment, and that's enough said for now. But you are going to meet her. You are going to meet her very soon. Very soon. And much like the water, people's lives do have different ripples that we have to contend with, as indeed I'm still dealing with a few, and indeed she is still dealing with a few as well. So once we iron those ripples out, everything will become clear, and that will be wonderful. So please, in our own time. But yeah, everything's going well. It's a lovely warm feeling. She is truly a beautiful lady. Yeah, and we've got a lot in common. So please don't bombard us with questions. Everything will be revealed, all in our own time. And that wasn't my pacemaker. That was my bow thruster turning off. Honest. What a beautiful old building. Obviously some sort of mill or warehouse. You can see where the boats were probably loaded from there. There would have been a hoist above that. I love those old buildings. Look at that. Obviously now converted to a beautiful modern home. Wonderful. The skies and the land look so big here this morning. Beautiful. Makes you realise how small you are, doesn't it? The sun is virtually directly behind me, so I have to hold the camera, because if I put the camera like that, you can't really see me. It might be better, but there you go, we'll turn it round. We should be at Dunham very soon, I believe. It's been a really nice cruise. I'm quite enjoying it. I wouldn't mind going further, but to be honest with you, tomorrow we've got a very industrial view coming on. We'll start to go through a lot of the industrial area that is on the Bridgewater Canal or the Duke's Cut. Whatever you prefer. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. I've seen lots of vlogs with it, so I'm looking forward to actually going through it myself and taking Chugs through, of course. This is good, isn't it? Quite rare for the Bridgewater, but we are going through a little bit of a narrow here. But if you look to the right, you can see where the River Bollen has spread its banks with the heavy rain that we've had recently. It has been quite wet. What? What? So there we are, lovely shore cruise today. We're moored up in a lovely place called Dunham. It opens up to quite a nice wide towpath, so it's ideal for the dogs. Just under this tree here, an ideal place to have a campfire this evening. So we're all hoping that the weather holds and we can just have a sit, nice chat with a campfire, so that'll be good. We've got plenty of logs between us, so that'll be good. So looking forward to that. Yeah. Tomorrow industrial, I think we're going through Sale and a lot more of the industrial part of the Duke's Cut, so all exciting stuff. It all goes to make the experience more special, doesn't it? Happy days.
Oh, that looks nice.
So Gareth's just getting the fire going. It did start to rain, but I think it's going to ease in a bit. And I've got a little friend here. Can you see my little friend? Yeah. It's not Chip. It's not Dale. This is Bella. I'm not one for pussycats, but I like this one. Got a good bit of lobby.
Oh, here comes the what?
Well, your little doggy.
What is she?
Hey, baby. A very hair-cutted German.
The Pomeranians are smaller.
Oh,
Yeah,
Chip's
and they are different
What's
shapes
that?
and
This is
back
doggy?
and
Right.
People
Yes.
get these and think
Doggy.
they get lied to and told they're Pomeranian because they get more money.
And where's Malcolm?
have a row in the
His
street.
face is a little bit. Come closer to the fire, Malcolm.
Family as
People
well.
need to see your face. Come on.
You want me to put my face in the fire?
I can't
Listen,
see you,
it's time of light,
Malcolm.
Don't tell it, go closer to the light. Stay away from the light.
You're right, Fluffs, you go.
Well, what a great night it's been.
Time we seen her.
Yes. It's been a great night. Got the boys here. They're snuggled up. We're all warm and safe. We'll be going on our boats shortly because Malcolm's about to start singing, I think. Is Malcolm going to start singing?
Those were the days.
What song are you singing?
We're having a great night, folks.
There's a young lady.
Say
called
good night. Say good night, everyone. Say good night.
Good night,
Good night.
everyone.
Good night.
Motorbike ride in the midday.
dust that hung from desert skies. Run that we run, it still burned our eyes. Oh yes, we may walk on the wild, wild side of life, and the moments traced by a stranger close by your side. In the shadow, you can take my hand, show me a way to understand. Yes, if you sing